Go. Hello, 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 and welcome to, or back rather, to the GTD Podcast. Uh, we are missing a co-host today, but that's fine. Whatever. But to compensate, we have Max, who has been consistently on here for two in a row now.
Yes, that is true. That is
Why
very
are you
true.
so quiet?
Max, why are you all of a sudden
I
like
am
super quiet?
trying. What do you mean? I'm all this. Okay, I'll turn up my sound again. For some reason, it just went down. Gee, is this better?
I suspected that's what happened. You're still a bit quiet on my end.
Okay, well then I'll get louder. How's this?
That's fine.
All right,
Yes.
good, great.
Yeah,
Hello, hi. How you doing?
yeah, we're I am yeah, we have Max here who's now consistently been on the podcast for two or three in a row. I don't remember if he was in the one week before last.
I
So
think it was just two.
yes, hello, I am Aaron N or Norax, whatever you want to call me. I don't care. Actually, don't call me Norax. I don't like it. It's not that good of a handle to be perfectly honest. But yes, I'm that person I just introduced. I'm also here with Matthew or whatever else.
Mystical meanderings currently.
Yes, and Matt,
Yeah,
as I've already said.
yeah. Hi.
Yes. Uh, hello, hello. What's up? You know, we've got high energy here today.
Yeah.
Totally, man.
Ow.
High energy podcasting at its finest.
Mhm. Yeah, that's why
Yes,
we're all quiet.
yeah, that's what's going on. Yes, we have several things coming from the show. We're going to be talking about what we've been playing this week. Then we will be looking at a few trailers. We have some interesting ones lined up today. Hopefully, some conversation can be had. Then we'll be talking about any host topics we've brought. Hopefully, somebody has one. We'll be taking a look at the news, and then we'll be going on to the end of the show. So, without further fucking ado, uh, Matthew, what have you been playing this week?
Bed Wars, Bed Wars, Bed Wars, Bed Wars, Bed Wars.
Good to know.
Minecraft. With like horrible sensitivity. Also playing it with Max.
Yeah,
Howdy.
I finally played it, and it's fine.
Yeah, you're good defense.
It's just fine.
Yeah. Best game ever. That's what you meant.
Sure, man. Sure. That's how you want to interpret that.
Yeah. It's fine as best game in the world.
Mm.
That's definitely how I should interpret it.
Mm-hmm.
And if we could get Aaron eventually, because you're really good with a bow, we would have
Yes.
the ultimate defense because nobody
Yes,
would
I
be
am.
able to get near us because you'd snipe them before they can.
Yeah, like the elite sniper, like the elite sniper I am.
The
Those are a bit
360
weird,
no
by the way.
scope.
360 no scope. Yes,
No.
Love it.
I'm an elite sniper for the Minecraft. Yes, is that anything else to discuss?
No.
You? You've just been playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
Bed
I've
Wars.
really just been playing Bed Wars.
Why have you been playing with a terrible sensitivity?
Because my computer doesn't know how sensitivity works on 1.8 or 1.16. And randomly on 1.8, it'll just make my character go haywire. Like,
I
here's
see.
the sensitivity normally. Here's it when it goes haywire.
I see.
It goes from 100 sensitivity to hyperspeed sensitivity
Hmm.
for like a second or 5, but that can really mess me up.
I see.
Like
Oh.
walking across a bridge over a void.
Mm-hmm. All right then.
Yeah,
That's all you've been playing this week, though.
it is. It is literally all I've been playing this week.
All right then. Max, what have you been playing?
Yeah. Honestly, nothing. But I've only played Bed Wars the 2 times that we played it. Other than that, I've just been working on stuff. I've been reading most of the week, actually, reading and writing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
That's kind of, so yeah, not very productive in this gaming side. I did buy a game. I bought a visual novel, so is it even a game at that point? But who knows?
Yes,
I mean, technically,
Technically,
it
wouldn't
is.
it technically count as a game?
It
I don't
is
know.
a game.
It's subjective. But yeah, that's that. I haven't done anything this week, so
All right then. Well, if that's the case, I'll just move on to myself. I also have not been playing that much this week. Shocker. It's crazy.
Wow.
Maybe we should play more so we have stuff to talk about on our gaming podcast. You know, that thing. It's a thing. Anyways. But yeah, I've not been playing too much this week. The only thing I've been playing this week is I've dipped back into Dark Souls 2. Now, I don't know
Of course.
why I've done this, because I don't like Dark Souls 2. But every now and then I get a strong urge to play it. So I'm going through it. I'm trying not to get massively pissed off at the game. It's trial and error. I'm trying not to get massively pissed off at the game because I just don't like it very much at all. So, just trying to have fun where there is fun to be had and going through it. And I was playing it before I started the podcast as well, and my current run of the game is I'm trying to 100% it as well for some reason. What was that? Whatever. But yeah, for some reason trying to 100% complete it. So, get every item in the game, get all the boss weapons, get all the stuff, platinum, the platinum trophy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. And I've somehow discovered more things that I find kind of egregious about the game to some degree. Like a lot of the weapons have bad move sets. Like for some, like a lot of the weapons have bad move sets, and like they have such wide swinging arcs on a lot of the standard swords. Like they have super wide swing arcs. Like who swings a sword like that? Who goes whoa and like stretches their arm out to the fullest and then just goes like that at an angle?
Huh.
Yeah. You also have weapons
Knights who don't want to win.
You also have weapons like the Halberd, where you hold the Halberd one-handed and you just swing it like this and slam it onto the ground to use the axe head.
Huh.
A weapon that can definitely always be used one-handed.
Yeah.
Like a polearm.
Yeah.
Don't you? Doesn't in Dark Souls don't you have like the option to use one or two hands on a weapon?
Yeah. But like the movesets for most of the weapons aren't particularly good. There's also just a lot of tiny things that annoy me about that game. But I'm not going to go off on a rant because that will be all of the podcast if I do that. But yes, that's what I've been playing this week. I've been playing Dark Souls 2 in an attempt to complete it 100%, even though I don't like it very much. So there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. 10 whole minutes of content was gotten out of that. beautiful
Yeah.
little segment. I'm probably being generous, to be perfectly honest. But moving on to trailers, I guess, immediately, because that's what we do. We talk about what we've been playing this week, and then we move on to trailers.
Yeah, instead of staying on this segment for what, an hour sometimes.
Yeah, so that was about
And we just moved immediately
5
on to the
minutes.
next.
Yeah. But yeah, all right then. Our first, I'll just skip the thing up. Our first, moving on to trailers. Our first trailer of the day is the Persona 5 Striker. If it's for Persona 5 Strikers, the Phantom Thieves Strike Back official trailer. I'm not entirely
Yes.
sure what that entails as a whole, but we'll see.
I do. Let's do it. Let's go.
Phantom Thieves are back in action. Are you ready?
Show me your true self. You're mine.
I am Sophia, humanity's companion. My purpose is to be helpful to humans.
Once a phantom thief, always a phantom thief.
Let's do this with style. Thank goodness we made it in time. Okay, your heart is mine. Let's begin the operation. Yeah. When the Phantom Thieves come together, it's never anything less. My will is my own and no one else's. I won't let anyone tell me how to live. Phantom Justice! All according to plan. It's happy time. Yes! I did it!
Time for the curtain call. It's been quite some time since we fought last night. My body is still ready for more.
This is a part of me. We can no longer overlook the wicked changes of heart you forced on the people. Help the weak and crush the strong. That's the Phantom Thieves way, and always will be.
And yes, whoops. And that was the trailer for stop. Stop. That was the trailer for Persona 5 Strikers, the Phantom Thieves Strike Back trailer.
Yes.
Also in the trailer, you see it's available the 23rd of next month. Pre-order now if you want to waste money.
Sure, man.
I don't support pre-orders, but yes, that was our first trailer of the day. Yeah, it's for Persona 5 Strikers, the sort of semi-sequel to Persona 5.
It is the official sequel to Persona 5, but it's the gameplay style of, what was it? That series, like, I forget what it's called. It's similar style to the Hyrule Warriors games.
Oh man. All right then.
But it looks like they've been adding a lot of mechanics to it, and there's even like platforming and stuff to it. So I'm really excited for this game. I haven't finished the base Persona 5 game yet, but I'm really excited for this.
Yeah, it looks fun. I've been keeping up with it. It looks fairly good. Obviously, I haven't played any of the Persona games because I physically can't. I don't have access to anything to play Persona games with.
Okay.
But, you know, I'm stuck. But Persona 5 Strikers does look quite fun, so I can't imagine it will be bad. Also, if it's like Dynasty Warriors in any way, I'm going to automatically like it because Dynasty Warriors is my junk food of video games.
Yeah, but like
every single Dynasty Warriors game is exactly the same, and I will play all of them.
Yeah, but
they're so much fun.
You know, I've played like a bit of the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, and that was a lot of fun. But it looks like for this game they've added a lot more mechanics with the platforming and like like some of the turn-based stuff from Persona 5 into like some of the skills and stuff like that. So it looks really interesting. I'm really excited to play it. Probably won't play it next month, but eventually at some point I will.
At some point. Yeah. I guess I don't have too much else to say about it on a whole. On a whole, as
As a whole,
sure, I guess that's probably what I was looking for. Anyways, Matthew, what do you have to say? You silent person, you.
The graphics look nice. I have no idea what's going on.
okay. Should I explain the
I'm
entire
muted.
plot of Persona 5?
No, we will
No.
be here all day.
You see, you play as this high school kid who goes
No,
fights
stop,
demons
stop,
of
stop,
people's
stop. Let me
hearts.
mute you. I can mute you.
Anyways,
It'll take too long if you describe all of it.
yeah, that was that
That was the thing.
fucking
It does look like a good game.
mouth is really dry. Yes. Yeah, it's a game. It's a game. I don't know what's going on with me today. I'll just swiftly
That's cool, man.
I'll just swiftly move on to our second trailer of the day, which is For the Medium.
The day I went home to say goodbye to my father, to dress him up for his last journey, put him in a suit, fix his tie. Simple. Just the things he did every day.
Voices, voices deep inside me keep calling, they're calling. Voices, voices
That day,
deep within.
it was the hardest day of my life.
They tease me.
Or so I
Why
thought.
can't I break
Who is this?
free?
You don't know me, Marianne, but I know you.
Okay, I'm hanging up.
I know what you are.
What did you say?
The Neva Resort. Find me there.
Crying, tears in isolation. A lost time. What was mine? Searching, shivering in the darkness of my mind. I'm so
Hi there. I'm Sadness.
Let me go.
It all starts with a dead girl.
And that was the official launch trailer for The Medium, a horror game inspired heavily by Silent Hill, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah. You know, that looks really good. I'm surprised I've never heard of this up until this point.
Yeah, I've been keeping sort of tabs on it. It had a live action trailer as well, because it's been trying to it had a live action trailer,
Oh,
which came out like a week ago or so. That was kind of
Oh.
interesting. But yeah, it's very heavily inspired by Silent Hill. It's made by Blooper Team.
mhm.
I believe. I didn't look at it, but I think it's who's publishing it. Damn it! I meant to look at that. It doesn't matter. But yeah, it's coming out on all of those. It's out today. Well, it's out when that trailer came out.
Yeah.
Which was like a day ago, I think. So it's out now. Go buy it if you want.
Yeah, yeah, seeing the gameplay, it reminds me a bit of Alan Wake in a way, but I I'm really interested in what's going on with everything, and I like the the visual style is amazing to me. I find it really appealing. So
It looks. It does look very good.
yeah.
It looks very good. Also, just as a side note, it's only available on Xbox Series X and PC. So get it on PC.
Yeah. What do you think, Matthew?
It actually looks really good.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like something that could actually be interesting.
Yeah,
It
it's a
just
horror
depends
game.
I know. It just depends on other things they do.
Yeah.
Like with the
Matthew, what
genre
do you
that
think
they're in.
horror games are?
It depends on the game.
All right then.
I mean,
I
he's
generally
not
don't
wrong.
like horror games. Or at least the ones I've seen. I don't care for the extremely graphic visuals that are in some of them.
All right then.
And zombies. Anything that has realistic-ish looking zombies. I can't.
You
can't.
would like Alan Wake then. It's a very story-driven thriller, and there's no zombies. It's just black spirits that you have to shine a flashlight at.
Oh yeah.
What is it?
I forgot about that.
I froze. What is it?
Yeah, Alan Wake. It's a game where there's no zombies. It's a psychological thriller, and you have to fight black spirits by shining your light at them and shooting your gun.
I completely forgot about
Does
Alan
it even
Wake.
work?
Alan Wake's a really cool game. I really like it.
I haven't heard the name Alan Wake in quite a long time.
Yeah.
Speaking of the medium specifically, well, obviously it's very heavily inspired by Silent Hill, which is the main inspiration, but it also has inspirations and just sort of, what's the term? Things from a lot of different horror games over the last 10 years. It's taken a lot of, not inspiration, but like horror games over the last 10 years have evolved a lot. So I think it's taking cues from experiences that other games have had. Anyways, that's all I was trying to say, but my words were failing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anything else to add or say?
No.
Cool. This is going to be a 40-minute podcast. But all right then. Moving on to our last trailer of the day is Balan Wonderland. The True Happiness is an Adventure gameplay trailer.
Welcome to this wonderful world of wonder. There are enchanting places and challenging spaces. You choose the way. To save the day. Find your courage. And discover that true happiness is an adventure. Balan Wonderworld.
Yes. And that was the trailer for Balan Wonderworld, available the 26th of March, as you can see on the thing that's still up because I haven't taken it down yet. Boopity boop.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the trailer for Balan trailer for Balan Wonderworld. That was the gameplay trailer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I don't think it looks very good.
well, it
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, like it's from the
Guys have-
it's from the same creator as Sonic the Hedgehog and Knights.
Oh.
and Knights, yes.
Yeah.
The original Knights, the Sega game that nobody remembers.
Yeah. So
Nights into Dreams and all those games, which are good. Like the Knights games are good games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't personally played any of them, but I hear they're good. But this game, I don't know. Seems like this weird clash of styles because you have these Knights looking characters, but then you also have these Splatoon looking protagonists. And then also the gameplay just doesn't seem very intuitive. It seems like something from the PS1 or PS2 era because I watched a bit of gameplay of the demo, and it's really rough. There's a lot of the visuals have like don't have enough polish. It's very the environment looks like a PS2 game, and
Or just straight up.
This
pixels are
isn't
missing
made by Sega. This is made by the person who created Sonic and
yeah, I know it's
Nice.
I know it's not made by Sega, and it's being published
actually
by Square Enix.
It looks like it's being published by Square Enix. So
Yeah.
there you go.
But like
But like it's kind of like if you have seen Knights and the Knights and stuff like that, it's like that's basically what it's trying to emulate and go for.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem all that appealing to me. I don't know. It's a weird mix of gameplay styles, but I feel like the gameplay styles is trying to portray and like just the visual styles and everything. It's not doing it right. There's something about it that feels off to me. Like it's taking the suit mechanic from Lego Batman and making a whole game around that, and it doesn't seem to work very well from what I've seen of gameplay.
Comparison.
That would
Well,
work.
no, that's
great
how
as
the
an
game is.
entire
You
game.
have different suits that you put on, but it's the same thing as Lego Batman. But
I mean,
Batman was
like
the thing that Lego Batman did is that each suit had multiple things they could do. For this, from what I've seen, each suit only allows you to have one ability.
yeah,
like
this continue.
I mean, like from what I've seen, every button on the controller, every one of them does the same action, which like the default one is jump, but depending on the suit you wear, it would do a different action. So it would do a different kind of jump, or it would activate an ability. But there's only one action button, from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It seems like it's a good idea in theory, but maybe in execution, not really. But I haven't played the game myself, so I don't know.
I suppose there is
Yeah.
possibly a demo out.
Yeah, there is a demo out, so I haven't played it myself, but I've seen
PS4 and
gameplay of it.
PS5 is what it's on, or
And
what it is
Switch.
coming out, and Switch. That's right. It's also coming out on Switch. Yeah, I guess we'll see what the reaction is when it fully comes out. But I don't know. It'll probably be a fairly. Just from looking at it, I can probably gauge that it will. The people that will be the most excited for it are people who remember Nights into Dreams and stuff like that, because it's being made by the same creator. Those people will buy it, and then a lot of children will buy it because of its art style and simplistic gameplay, which is kind of the point. It does look sort of like a children's game.
Yeah.
And then moving forward from that, it'll probably be remembered as a fun but average experience.
Yeah, probably.
Like that's just what I get from the trailer. Also, can I say I hate that voiceover. Like that guy. It's like I don't know.
All right.
I
Isn't
hate
that
that
just
kind
Dan
of voiceover
Gansley?
in trailers and stuff. It just sounds so unbelievably condescending all the time. I just
Hey
hate
kids,
it.
spend your money on this game.
Yeah, it's one of my least favorite things.
Isn't that just Dan Gansley though?
What? No, Dan Gansley sounds nothing like that. Also, Dan Gansley would
sounded
never voice over a trailer. He's too poor to do that.
Maybe
Anyways,
because of the money that he makes.
they give you negative, and that doesn't help. Anyways, why did you even bring that up?
The voice just reminded me of Dan Gansley for some reason.
All right, then.
I don't know why.
But yes, yeah, that was the trailer for Balan Wonderland. It looks fairly good, but we'll see what happens in a month's time when it fully releases. Other than that, that's the end of the trailers. Unless somebody else has something to say.
No, that's it.
All right, that's the end of that's all the trailers we have today. That's the end of the trailers. Moving. Now swiftly move on to host topics. Anybody got one?
No.
Matthew, you got one?
No.
Well, okay. Not really. I don't think I have one, unfortunately.
All right. We'll move on to not host topics then. Actually,
we gotta say something.
Do we? Well, we have been saying something. We've just been saying that we don't have anything to say.
Well, nobody brought a host topic, and as the main host that gets everything together, I already stated why I don't always get together one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't have one.
Talk about Bed Wars. No,
I mean, no.
I can't think of anything.
I'm not going to allow you to just mince words. Yeah, mince words. That's what I wanted to say. Fuck you, brain. But actually, I will say, just as sort of a thing, there's a Werewolf Apocalypse game coming out.
Oh.
Is currently out. Now, obviously, Werewolf the Apocalypse is a fairly well-known or somewhat well-known title. It's a tabletop game as well as, other thing. Yeah, there's a Werewolf the Apocalypse game coming out. I don't know much about it. I didn't look too deep into it, but I think it might be interesting.
Huh.
That's just a weird aside that I came up with because host topics is now over because nobody came up with one.
I'm sorry. I've been a little bit busy.
All right then. Yes, if that's that, we will just move on to news, and maybe the news will spark your imagination.
Yeah.
Our first news story, or just bit of news for the day, is, well, so it's mainly about just PlayStation. The PlayStation 5's inaccessibility, or not the inaccessibility, but the fact that it's hard to find one still.
Yeah.
And the fact that recently, as you can see by the thing I brought up, there's a bit of chaos at Tokyo Retailer. Like lots and lots of people showed up to try and find one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That ooh.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Because that type of thing is the most necessary and important thing to life.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Certainly nothing like
Yeah,
growing as a
it's just
prisoner.
kind
No,
of.
no, no, no.
I find
Those
it
things can be
strange.
sidelined.
Like, obviously, scalpers exist and they'll always exist, but I find it strange that, especially for the PS5, it's literally only like 2 months old. It is incredibly new technology and a new console. Why can't people get it? Why
Well, I mean,
why do you have to be like
new
this?
technology. I mean, the thing is, the scalpers have been just dominating the online market, and so when it does,
No, like, here's the thing. Scalpers do. I get that scalpers exist, but that doesn't. Like, scalpers that have enough money to purchase all of like a store's worth of PS5s is whatever. But distribution should also not be an issue. It's like, if all of them were bought, then surely there should be more on the way. Like, why aren't there enough?
well,
for
the thing is, it's
distribution?
just that they've never done a release online. They've always done it like when the console comes out, it's always been like you pre-order at the store or you buy it at the store on day one. But for this past console release, they've been doing it all online because of COVID. So then just the amount of just the demand was too much for what was unprecedented. Like, because now it's all moved to online, everyone has a chance to get one instead of being like, oh, I need to go to the store on this day if the schedule works out. But now everyone's home, so everyone has a chance to get it. And gaming has just become a much larger and wider medium
That
in
isn't an
the
excuse.
past decade.
That isn't an excuse for these companies, though. That isn't an excuse.
Here's the thing.
Well, the thing
Here's
is,
the thing.
also scalpers have bots that are buying out the entire store's stock whenever they get it online. So right when like Walmart or GameStop would like push the button to open up the pre-orders or just have it so that way you can buy a PS5 on their site, the scalpers bots swoop in and just buy everything. Like, it's been reported that scalpers have like thousands upon thousands of consoles that they've been reselling.
And it's like, because of manufacturing, they can't immediately get stock back in.
Yeah,
which is
like
and because of
despite what you may think, a
shipping and that sort of
PS5
thing.
is still expensive to make
Yeah,
because of all the hardware and stuff inside of it. Like, SSDs are now becoming very popular, even though they've been around for like 10 years. And then also scalpers are buying all the graphics cards because that's what you need to use to make the bots. So so the people who make the graphics cards, they have to make them for both Sony and also for regular people. Same with SSDs. So there's just a lot of stuff with supply and demand, and
the supply is lower than the demand.
Like, even Matthew, like, I was surprised Matthew was able to get the graphics card he did for his PC, because those graphics cards have been selling out like within minutes of them being available online.
I know. And the only reason I got it was because I checked the website every morning, afternoon, and evening.
Yeah, I know.
Well, yeah, also Dad suggested it. And he told me to do it. And they sold out almost immediately.
Yeah, that we've sort of moved into different territory. The article itself is just about like the massive amount of people that showed up at the store for a console. That's more or less what the article is about. It's just kind of weird, like, we wandered off into distribution of consoles and like units and stuff like that. But sort of keeping on topic, it is just kind of like, like, a lot of people showed up at a store in real life in Tokyo during a pandemic. It's not the smartest idea. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not that big of news. Like overall, there wasn't that much to talk about this week, to be perfectly honest. This is just what I picked because I thought it would spark conversation, which apparently it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mainly what the article's about. Anything else to say or what have you?
No.
All right then.
Hmm.
I know you'll like this next one, Max. New Cyberpunk patch fixes the old Cyberpunk patch. Hey. CD Projekt Red is a floundering piece of shit. Anyways. What? You're acting as if you're going back into a war. It's like...
Here's the thing. I'm just done with this game. Like, I didn't care. I played a small amount of people that said it was good.
Hey Max,
Yeah,
your internet is
the worst gaming
Max, your internet
experience I've
is
ever
becoming
had.
like weirdly choppy.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay. Everything's great.
He's running at 3 FPS per second. That was a fucking double entendre. Not a double entendre. Fuck me, man.
Was weird, and then I had to order food. But yeah, everything's good.
And we're back! I paused.
Everything was going amazing.
Great. Everything fucking great. Anyways,
Yeah.
yes, this is a very long, or no, it's not a very long. It doesn't matter. Yeah, this is basically just shitting on Cyberpunk slightly, but I don't care. It should have been in development for like probably another 3 years.
Yeah, here's the thing. It was only, according to what I've heard from what they've announced, apparently the game was announced in back in what, 2010, 2012,
I
something like
remember
that.
seeing
Yeah, I mean like they had a reveal trailer, announcement trailer or something long time ago. But apparently the game didn't start development until like 2 years ago. Is when it actually started development.
Well, that can't be quite right, since there was like an official gameplay type thing in 2016.
The gameplay overview, the original overview, the 40-minute long trailer, right?
I don't know if it was that specifically, but I do.
Yeah, when they had that 40-minute long overview trailer, what that was saying, hey, this is the game that we want to make, and everything was built specifically just for that trailer. But then they told the dev team, all right, make a game like this. So basically, that was just, hey, this is the concept that we want to have, and none of that was actually like in engine. Well, I mean, like it was probably made in engine, but that was not actual gameplay. That was all pre-rendered. That was all pre-rendered and predetermined, and then they told the devs, and then they told the actual development team to make a game like that. And apparently, they didn't start development until like 2 years ago, and by then they were like, yeah, let's get this game released as soon as we can, because when The Witcher 3 happened, most of the development happened in the last 6 months of development. So
yeah,
we'll do that again.
It's kind of weird when you think about it. Now, I know CG Projekt Red are the developers, the development team. They're not the fucking publishers of this game. But it's kind of weird that after building up so much goodwill and like actual like, oh, we're good with The Witcher and all of its DLC, like The Witcher 3, which is one of the highest rated games of all time. When it came out, and all the DLC and stuff like that, like they're just fucking they're on the decline somewhat.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not to mention the fact that even though apparently, like, I haven't looked too much into the game's development, but even if that is the case, what you're saying, like, they used crunch the game had crunch on it.
Yeah.
And there's still stuff being fixed and stuff like that. Like, and the thing is, like, the old Cyberpunk patch that was trying to fix stuff added a bunch of really bad things to it, which is why they needed a new patch.
Right. It's just, it is just really poor management. And I think another reason why they released it when they did was because investors were starting to pull out. So they needed to release the game because it's been, supposedly in development for 8 years, but not really, because it only started development 2 years ago. It's just I've never really been interested in CD Projekt Red ever. Like, the Witcher games look very generic to me, and after trying out Cyberpunk, I don't want to play any of their games. I'm sure the actual like people who work there, the programmers and the artists and stuff like that, I'm sure they are all the employees who actually do the hands-on work are all fine. But the management, I just don't want to support that. I have a copy of The Witcher 3 now, and I don't want to play it.
This is the thing about the modern game industry nowadays. It's like there are so many development studios and publishers that are just like, well, mark it off the list of people I buy from. Like, the amount of times I've heard people say, it's like, man, I barely buy any video games nowadays because because it's like, well, it's like these people are like, well, I barely buy video games nowadays because of the shittiness of the industry.
Like, I can understand that they want to get a game out, but I don't like crunch. But if
crunch
is if the final product is good and they actually like, and everyone who worked on it actually did want to work on it, and even though crunch happened, I can still respect the game afterward if everything was done well and there's actual passion in it. In Cyberpunk, there is no passion from what I sense.
Yeah.
The game is just horrible. It's a horrible game. There is nothing. I don't think it's good. Like, the base design and everything is just really bad, and I don't understand how I don't understand how people praise it still.
Well, there's always going to be outliers in terms of quality.
Like, there are people who's like, yeah, I really like this narrative thing. I'm like, that is the most garbage narrative thing I've ever seen. We've had games from the PS2 era that have had better mechanics and narrative. So there's games in the PS1 that have better AI for the cars and simulation and stuff like that.
Well, that's because Max. That's because Max 25 years ago, which, by the way, that's because Max 25 years ago, people cared about video games on a level that doesn't equate to money.
I know. The game is complete.
The gaming industry has been getting progressively worse over the last 10 years, and
I know.
We're reaching kind of the head point of badness in terms of the AAA gaming industry. Eventually, something is going to break, and then we'll be back to square one.
Right. I just want to see more games with actual passion put in.
Well, you'll get tons of them in the indie market, but AAA is harder to come by.
Yeah.
Unless you're looking at like sort of smaller AAA development teams like Kojima he has his own. Like Kojima is a really
Yeah.
big name, but he has his own development studio.
Yeah, because from what I understand, he's very
Death
like
Stranding-
hands-on with his work,
Like
and
Death Stranding, honestly, Death Stranding is a weird game, but I very much respect it because it is entirely Kojima. Like
yeah,
it is entirely a game made by Kojima, and it is entirely his thing. Which I respect and I'm completely fine with, regardless of the quality of the game. Which is Death Stranding is weird because it's mainly just like walking around because you basically play as a courier.
Yeah.
You're just
I know what the game is. Yeah.
yeah. What other? Fucking Double Fine. Double Fine's been doing some cool stuff recently with Tim Schafer, and Psychonauts 2 is coming out.
Oh, okay.
So Double Fine's been doing some cool stuff. Devolver Digital has always been really good and has been publishing a lot of really cool stuff. Also, Devolver Digital are really good at making very good satire of the gaming industry. Have you seen some of their E3 conferences? It's amazing.
No, I haven't. I should probably
Their
go look.
a lot of their E3 conferences devolve into like crazy stuff going on. Like I think one comes to mind where they were making fun of the corporate side of things, and they had like a woman basically like shift and morph into an eldritch horror or something. They do a lot of fun, stupid stuff. Also, Yacht Club Games has been doing really well recently. I've seen. Obviously, their new game that came out, Cyber something. New game that Yacht Club's game. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know the game you're
The
talking about.
guys behind Shovel Knight released a new game recently, and it's been doing pretty well. Looks good. Just naming off some small development studios that just go support them. They're good people. Just make them all the money. Give them all the money for them being good people.
Let's make them as big as Nintendo in a day. Just the three of us.
Yeah, I mean,
freeze mid-speech.
Also, I guess I could mention Nintendo, but like they're part of the triple gaming industry, but they're so far
they understand
so far removed from the sort of grind for money that all of the bigger corporations attempt to do on each other.
Yeah, like Nintendo is very much has the indie developer mindset, but focuses on quality more than quantity. Except for Game Freak.
I mean, well, not Game Freak specifically. It's
the Pokemon company.
Yeah, the Pokemon company.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Pokemon has been getting,
Pokemon is just quantity over quality, and I hate it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's enough in my opinion.
I mean, freaking Game Freak tried to make an original game that wasn't Pokemon. Remember that? That weird turn-based sort of strategy game that came out for Switch. I don't remember what it was called.
Did they?
Yeah, they were making an original game
right. What was it
during sort of the development of Sword and Shield, which is also why a lot of their development team wasn't on Sword and Shield, because they were making a game that wasn't Pokemon. I don't remember what it was called though.
Oh, I did not know about this.
Yeah, it came out like a year and a half ago now, I think. Well, it came out before Sword and Shield. When did Sword and Shield come out? Like a year ago now?
Yeah, like a year or two ago.
Something like that.
Not two.
I wish I could remember the name of it, because it was something I was interested in and wanted to get. Because obviously, I like Game Freak. I think they're an interesting, development.
Is it?
Is it what?
Look up Game Freak's catalog of games, and you'll probably.
Mostly Pokemon. It'll be mostly Pokemon, but
I mean, yeah, but
you'll find a couple other things.
I don't think it did super well, but
Oh yeah, I found it. Little Town Hero.
That's what it was called. Little Town Hero.
Wow. Wait, whoa. I've never heard of this before. And Toby Fox did the music? What? Huh?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, he did.
I know Toby Fox composed the track for
Toby
Sword and
Fox.
Shield.
Toby Fox's entire existence, he's been doing really well. He's been doing a lot of cool stuff.
I've never heard of this game before. What the
guys
what the
behind
heck?
Cuphead.
Go buy it.
Wait, I know who Toby Fox is.
Yeah, Toby Fox has been doing some cool stuff recently. Obviously, he has Deltarune, which he is coming out. The more episodes of Deltarune are coming out. He's been doing a bunch of cool stuff for music. There was that Undertale 5-year anniversary not concert, but it was a orchestra. That's what it was. Orchestra, and that, like, an actual, like, big orchestra played a bunch of songs from Undertale for the 5th anniversary. There was that.
I haven't played any of Toby Fox's games.
Max, your sound went out again.
What do you mean?
No, he's not talking.
No.
Also, maybe he is quiet. Are you
Your
quiet?
input or output. Something happened to your mic again. Just keep turning it up.
Okay.
What is going on?
Oh my gosh.
It wants to randomly reset, that's all.
He's just silent for some reason now. Yeah,
Your input's working great, Max. You're like almost silent.
he is silent.
No, I can barely hear him.
Hello?
Hello, you're still pretty quiet.
His mic has just exploded. And now his internet exploding.
Keep going.
There are so many problems.
Just fix your mic while we're talking.
What is going on?
Continue on with the podcast.
Is somebody dumping gravel onto you or something? What is going on?
Continue on with the podcast.
Yes, continuing on.
I don't. Yeah, Little Town Hero. That and Toby Fox did the music for it or something. What the fuck? I don't even know what I was talking about. I got off track. But yeah, I guess I was going off on a rant about just good people and developers, and it's just how, like, the gaming industry, AAA gaming industry, has zero. I have zero goodwill left for the gaming industry.
Mm-hmm.
So when something happens, like it's revealed that a development studio or whatever uses crunch, it's like, well, strike you off the list, because crunch is unnecessary and really bad for the individual, because it's literally, like, not scientifically proven, but there have been studies that's like workflow and not workflow, like if you're implementing crunch, like, the idea of crunch is that you get it all done in, like, a super short time, and it's supposed to be like, oh yeah, like, words. But the thing about crunch is that it just tires out the people, and they don't get as much good work in because they're tired and doing crunch, and they can't work as efficiently while that's going on. So, Naughty Dog was real to do crunch for Last of Us 2. Also, Last of Us 2 in general has kind of been a big rocking boat for them, because they basically threw a massive hissy fit when the entire plot was leaked. Before the game was released.
Is it working?
Yes.
Loud.
Oh my gosh.
You're back.
Yay. Great.
Yeah.
Am I loud enough? Oh my
What
gosh.
happened?
Yes.
I have no fucking clue. I have no idea.
Like, your entire I'm surprised you.
My internet stopped working. My audio settings were all messed up. I had to unplug everything, plug it back in.
I'm
I don't
surprised your
no idea.
room isn't on fire or something.
I don't know. I don't know what happened, man. I was just
Yeah. You were looking up Little Town Hero.
yeah, and I was looking at Toby Fox's stuff. Yeah, I should probably play some of those. Anyway,
Yeah. There's a Sans skin in Smash Brothers for
yeah. No, I know.
as well as
I know.
Megalovania is in Smash Brothers. There's a Cuphead skin in Smash Brothers with Floral Fury from the Cuphead game. Also, just people behind Cuphead, they're amazing. They've put so much fucking effort and work into their stuff.
Yeah, I need to play that someday.
Yeah, you can get it on Switch and all the consoles and PCs.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff I need to
Yeah.
get into.
Just go, just fucking
Support indie devs. That's
yeah.
that's what I'm doing.
Support the indie devs. Give them good careers so they can give back.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I guess I got off topic.
Yeah, we were talking about Cyberpunk, and then we just
Cyberpunk sucks, and so does CD Projekt Red.
Right.
On
I
with my
forgot.
day.
I forgot we were talking about Cyberpunk.
Yeah, we were talking about CD Projekt Red and how they suck.
There.
That incredibly memorable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna play
Play that.
I'm gonna play the Witcher games eventually, but that's,
Considering it's the only games they made,
I can
before,
buy them
Cyberpunk.
secondhand.
I don't know. I have a
Yeah.
copy of The Witcher 3, and I don't want to play it because the game doesn't look interesting to me. Like, it looks very generic, but then also knowing that, like, just how the company is run just makes me not want to play it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Then that's why you should play it, because you don't like the
Anyways.
Just make all the worst decisions.
Yeah.
that's it's
That's the news.
yeah, it is. That's all the news we have for today. Excuse me. Excuse me. Other than that, we've only been going for like an hour, but we're already at the end.
Yeah, for once.
What do you mean once?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess this will just be a short one today if nobody else can think of something to talk about, because we've already ranted and I went on a sort of rant / off-topic discussion of just good developers and good development teams and how they're lovely, lovely individuals that deserve all of the care and money in the world. Anyways, yeah, it's just fucking fuck the AAA gaming industry. That's all I have to say about it. But yeah, moving on to Shameless Self-Promotion, because we're at the end of the show. I'm a corporate fuckface, apparently. Thank you. I'm like, I lost all sense of rhythm and form. I'm just talking nonsense. Matthew,
Yeah.
we're in Shameless Self-Promotion. What do you have coming up this week, and where can people find you, and is any of it worth looking at?
Yes, it's all worth looking at, because of course it is.
That's good to know.
Have confidence.
What?
Have confidence.
No, I'm just stating that as a fact.
Okay.
It's factually false to not watch it. Because that's a sentence which makes sense. Just don't think about it that hard. So, I'm going to have music, and then I'm going to move that to a different channel. I might just slap music onto that and make it a really, really long name instead of just a long name. And I'm thinking, since I don't have editing monitor yet, or the recording equipment, I could use Devin's mic to record some Bed Wars. Just for
Yeah.
fun. Because they'd be short and I could just speed up parts of them if I can figure out how the heck to do that.
Man, I'd love to hear your commentary. I don't get to hear it very often during the podcast because you have nothing to say.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not actually sure what I'd say.
How
Oh,
I
about
can't
you
figure that out.
take an improv class?
What?
Take an improv class.
No, I know how to improvise. I just don't know what I would say ahead of time because it's not in the moment. Which is what
Okay.
improvisation is.
Whatever.
But yeah, you can find me on Mystical Meanderings, and technically you can find me on Twitter, but I'm very inactive.
All right.
I exist there though, technically.
technically, yeah.
And then Max, it's your turn. I'm
Okay.
No,
You can find.
No. Is that it, Matthew?
Yeah.
All right then, Max. Where can people find you, and what do you have coming up this week? And is any of it worth checking out?
You can find me at Dillian Criker on YouTube and also Twitter. And then also I have a second channel called Dillian Does Things, where I do whatever I want. And also I have a video where I unbox this Switch game because it's related, it's anime related. So I did a video where I unboxed it just to see how it would be. And it's not very good because I don't know how unboxing videos are. But hey, that's coming out on Friday on my main channel.
Camera at the thing, and you say, "Oh, that's really cool," and then you attract all of the people.
Yeah, you just make it really, really overhype and overkill, and you make a really clickbaity thumbnail where you're in it with this and going or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can't. I mean, I guess I can. I guess I kind of did that then. I guess I kind of succeeded in that. I don't know. You'll just have to watch it on Friday.
All right.
But yeah. That's all I got right now. I'm trying to work on some other things, but it's taking a while.
All right then.
Yeah.
Good to know. Well then, time for me to shamelessly self-promote. Where can you find me? Here on this channel. That's cool to know. Yes. I will continue to be uploading the podcast on this channel. You can find me. I'm also in a recorded D&D campaign with Matthew that is going to be released at some point. You'll just have to wait and see, since I'm not in charge of it. You can find me on you can find the channel on Twitter or at gaming the discussion, where I will be posting any news I find interesting throughout the week, as well as when the videos go live. That's about it. Also, for people who care, I have several videos planned for next month. There is going to be a Mario related video coming out hopefully before the end of next month, and also a very, very special Zelda related video for the 35th anniversary of Zelda.
Yeah.
So that video will come out on the day of the anniversary. I guarantee it.
Yay.
Hopefully. Other than that, what's the that's
Man.
all there is to say. I hope you enjoyed this boring hour of content. Yes.
We're moving at a great pace this episode. Moving at a
Who says
great
it was
pace.
boring other than
Great
you?
pace, man. Like, comment, and subscribe if you really feel like it. Ring the bell. Do all the things. Or don't do all the things.
No. Do all the things. Always do all the things.
No, they don't have to do all the things. They probably don't care anyways. But yes, thank you all so much for watching, and good night.